My name is Irina Bjorna and I'm creator of Bell Books. And Bell Books, it's a series of the books and stories in all languages. Now it's Russian, English, Danish, and it will be more and more. And I wrote small story which I call the Danish Miss Pigli, and it's about the world of Miss Pigli. 15 million pigs lives in Denmark. And this culture based upon how Danish people selling this pork meat in the world. And it's Denmark. It's one of the biggest exporter of the pig in the world, and it's the highest quality. For example, Parma ham based upon the Danish pork. And Danish pork is selling in the very good prices in the markets of China, in Japan, and different countries all around the world. And I decided just to, by the honoring the history of this Miss Pigli, just I would like to pay attention of the world that this animal, it's not so bad, because it gives in Denmark all of the welfare system, which is based upon free schools, free university, free hospitals, and take care about all people, take care about the refugees which is come from Muslim country. This country based upon the welfare which is used Miss Pigli money. If it's not Miss Pigli in Denmark, so Denmark not receive so much money to build this system. So you need to have this in your consideration about the Miss Pigli. So I love Miss Pigli. I admire her. So read the story and see my film, which I made from the ecological farm. And you can see that Miss Pigli have very nice life in Denmark. So it's a lot of people serve her the best food and make her life very comfortable. Very calm animals, very nice animals. Our world rotates around the Miss Pigli. So if it's not Miss Pigli in our world, if God created this Miss Pigli, so it was the meaning. And I mean that. Just love her. Bell Books, books for easy living and nice people. Irina Bjorna, your wellness coach. Bye.
Ja, økologisk landbrug adskiller sig meget fra konventionelt landbrug i det, at vi ikke anvender kemikalier, vi anvender ikke kunstgødning, og derudover så har dyrene nogle helt andre livsbetingelser. Blandt andet går de meget mere ude, end konventionelle grise gør, og det er mere kompliceret at passe dem, fordi de har meget større areal. Man forsøger ikke at begrænse dem i deres adfærd. De får lov at have deres naturlige adfærd. Og det er det, som mange mennesker i Nordeuropa er begejstret for. Og det er ligesom en tendens, der har bredt sig over de sidste 10 år. At det konventionelle viger, og økologien stiger. Det kan ligesom være indledningen på de ting. I'm very happy about the economy is good. And the future looks bright in that direction.
Jeg hedder Benjamin, og jeg er 27 år gammel, og jeg er driftleder her på stedet, og det har jeg været i 3,5 år snart.
Og du kan godt lide det?
Hvad siger du?
Du kan godt lide det?
Ja, jeg elsker det her arbejde. Virkelig meget. Det er dejligt, det er ude det fri. Man har masser af frirum til at lave det, man gerne vil. Selvfølgelig også hårdt. Det er super hårdt. Og det er vejret, der bestemmer meget af det, og dyrene, men det er vilkårene. Så det er super.
Har du din yndlingsgris her?
Ja, det har jeg faktisk. Jeg har en oven lige for tiden. Han går faktisk over i den fold herovre.
Aha. Er det den, som er brunlig?
Ja, den er brunlig.
Aha. Bell Books, books for easy living. Hi.
She has no diet and don't care how she looks. She doesn't read no news, but she knows every looks. She eats the wheat and drinks a lot of beer. She's Mrs. Pigli and she's very dear. She lives in a village and likes to be in group. She eats the soup, she's a real snoop. She knows the yard and sometimes likes to dig. She's Mrs. Pigli, she's a real pig. She lives around and she doesn't read books. She's very peaceful and has a funny look. She's Mrs. Pigli and she's very big. She's nothing fancy, she's a little pig. fashion is using Piggy's skin. And Mrs. Piggy is a source for insulin. And Piggy's fat is good on peas and bread. But ham and cheese, the best to look ahead. She gives herself to save a human life. And Piggy's meat is good on a fork and knife. She's good and clever and nice to play her way. She's Mrs. Piggy for Christmas and gourmet. She lives around and she doesn't read books. She's very peaceful and has a funny look. She's Mrs. Piggy and she's very big. She's nothing fancy, she's